our newspaper we just put out. You might have read this page, and it was from Charlie about New Dominion. And the reason he wrote it was a contest, a nationwide contest that was put out for National Children's Day, which is October 14th. The title of the project was Programs that Work, and you were invited to write about your school and your program and tell a bit about it. And we had several guys enter it. All did exceptionally well. I don't see how the judges picked one person to win the thing, but they did. They picked Charlie from all over, one of 4 people from all over the state of Virginia, to be the Virginia contingent to the National Children's Day. In a minute, I want Charlie to read his letter, his essay. But first, I'd like to show everybody this, because this is really nice, and Charlie's mother had this framed for us down here. I know you can't read this, but let me just give you a gist of what it says. This is the Certificate of Recognition, and it says, by virtue of the authority vested by the Constitution in the Governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia, this is hereby officially recognized Children's Day in Virginia. And all the participants were awarded this with the seal with Governor Wilder's signature. And this is going to go up in our office here, in our lobby. We really thank Charlie's mom for putting this together for us and presenting this to the school. I'd also, want to say that Charlie's had quite a week of hobnobbing with officials in both Richmond and Washington. I won't go into details. He can tell you later if you want to ask him. He'll tell you all about what he's been doing. But one thing I do want him to do is I do want him to share his essay with you.
Hello. Mr. Yates. Mr. Yates. Mr. Yates.
I guess I'll just read this. It says, when I think back and look at the events that took place in my life over the last 3 years, I realize how thankful I am to be here at New Dominion. New Dominion is a residential program for kids who cannot cope with their problems, cannot take care of themselves emotionally, and do not have a chance to express themselves openly if they're listened to. Through all the struggles and problems that I've gone through, I have learned to do these things better, although I still have a lot to learn, and always will. We live in groups of 10. We have our own campsite on a section of land over 500 acres large. The school is in a rural section of Buckingham County, Virginia. We design and build the tents that we live in and are responsible for the upkeep and maintenance that is required by school standards. We set daily goals of what we want to accomplish, both as a group and individually. The group goals are voted on weekly in the form of plans which are approved by the staff. The individual goals are set up in the morning and are evaluated at the end of each day. Long-term goals are also set up by each individual for its own personal growth. Just about everything that is not a basic need has to be earned through personal growth. The biggest sign of growth and responsibility is the crest. It is earned by accomplishing long-term goals and showing greatly improved group and self-responsibility. When the crest is earned, the privileges of going home, going to school, and being trusted to be alone are attained. This is a major turning point in New Dominion life. From that point, individuals work here and at home towards returning to their previous environment and applying what they have learned. Feelings are made extremely important in the school. This encouragement allows students to learn to express and deal with their feelings in an appropriate manner. In an ideal situation, feelings are expressed, talked about, and worked through. We learn to accept responsibility for our own problems. Because most people cannot always see or do not want to admit to the problems they have, the group setting is ideal. The group and staff help the students to see and admit their problems and begin to change themselves to be more positive people. I can't stress the importance of the group setting enough, nor can I explain the strength of the relationships the students have with each other as staff members, and how important their friendships are to each person's group. Not only do we help ourselves, but we help each other. We are all in this together, staff and students. Without each other, the things we accomplish, the problems that we have and work through, the self-esteem we establish, and the life and growth that we experience here cannot be possible. The program itself is not what I appreciate most. It is the people around me, the love, care, and respect they have shown me, and the effort they have been willing to put into me in order for me to accomplish things I never dreamed to do. We are the ones that make this program successful.
I wanted to say one more thing about that that's kind of funny. Charlie found out he won the thing on his home visit, and he came back, and I was driving back with him, and I said, Charlie, you know, what happened to your home visit? Oh, I won a contest. And I said, oh, that's great. What'd you win? I was thinking maybe he won a, you know, maybe a pizza or something. He sort of said it in sort of offhand way. I thought, well, he called up something on the radio and won a little prize, but. And then he turns out and says, oh yeah, I'm going to see the governor and meet Governor Senator Robb and so on and so forth. So he had quite a week last week, and it's really nice for Charlie to have won that, and because he's a real credit to the school, and he does a great job, not only doing well in the groups, but he's really humble about it too, and it really helps everybody. We're sort of winding down to the tail end of the program here. But the next thing I'd like to have is Mr. Jacobson come up and say a few remarks here.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody again for coming out today and supporting us. And I'd like to also recognize everybody that got up here and presented the crest and did the other presentations. It was real well done. A lot of work was put into that. I think most of all, for New Dominion, really bottom line about New Dominion is change and growth and relationships and getting close to other people, and that's not easy for anybody. It's not easy when we come in, it's not easy after we've been here for a while. And it takes a lot of courage, and a lot of struggle at times. And I like to recognize the staff and students here for really making today a really enjoyable day. It's been a real enjoyable year. A lot of great things have happened here. When I came here as a student, I think most of all, New Dominion taught me a lot of tools that I took later on with me in my life, and I was able to go to college and graduate, and I was able to do a lot of things. And I don't think if New Dominion had been part of my life, I would not have been able to do that. Because the tools that I took with me taught me that relationships were important. It taught me that I could grow and change. It taught me that I could take on hardships in my life and be able to deal with those and move on. And I think most of all, and I still have it today, is that New Dominion most of all gave me hope. Because when I came here, I felt pretty hopeless. And probably everybody that knew me pretty well at home and in the school system felt hopeless about me also, even though I had a lot of love and support. But that hope's still inside of me today, and it's never left. That things do get better and things do change. And that's most of all, I think, New Dominion more than anything gave me that. And I think it's here, and I think it's in the program, and I think it's still happening. And I hear it in groups that I work with that the hope's still there, it can get better. And with that, I think that we're going to go down to our campsites, and I'm going to turn it back over to Chris Yates.
Thank you, Mr. Jacobson. At this time, our program part of the day is over with. I do want to set up a few things before we break up here that are important to remember. One is that one of the important programs gives us a lot of hope and a lot of success. The other groups, Chicago, Tanaka, and Salaho, will go down to their campsite, tour the campsite first, and then come back to the schoolhouse. So that'll keep everybody moving in sort of a circle to keep moving that way. So we won't jam up over the schoolhouse. Along with visiting the schoolhouse,